What's up, heathens? How y'all doing? Today we have more comments in the comments section, but first we gotta crown the dumbass from last week. So, last week's dumbass was this dumbass right here. Yes, you, the S-Global guy or whatever, who starts off with, first off, I'm a biologist. Nope, you're a dipshit, because you won Dumbass of the Week. Remember, if you picked this dumbass last week, then you win 1,000,000 God points. Also, these God points are worth about as much as any kind of Clinton Mafia conspiracy. Hey, speaking of dipshits, we start off the week by being called a fucktard. Apparently mathematics just destroys evolution, guys. The Bible prophecies have been coming true. Just read the Bible. Somebody notices I'm not foodless. And apparently, I'm stupid for thinking that the whole Area 51, ritual thing was just bullshit. And finally, we have Hollywood movies that are pushing an end times agenda. So, if you're interested in any of this bullshit, then please stay tuned. But first we have Today I Learned. First up on Today I Learned that marijuana legalization reduces opioid deaths. According to a new study which found legalization and access to recreational marijuana reduced annual opioid mortality in the range of 20 to 35%, with particularly pronounced effects for synthetic opioids. I personally am very pro legalization when it comes to marijuana. I think that it could be a very profitable revenue stream for most, if not all, states. So I think that holding back on that legalization is only hurting us in the long run, because if you look at what's happened with the states that have legalized marijuana, even just medical marijuana, the benefits far outweigh any kind of negative effects you could try to find. So I think that we just need to expedite this shit. Next up on Today I Learned that the Apollo astronauts could not get life insurance, so they signed hundreds of envelopes as memorabilia in the event of their death. And how much does that have to suck? You know, it's like, oh, I want life insurance. Well, you can't. You're going into space. Typically, humans don't live in space, so you're almost guaranteed to die up there, some bitch. And it's like, but I need life insurance. Come on, I'll pay the premiums. Like, I don't know. I think it really sucks that they couldn't, but also nice little workaround there to sign all those envelopes, because then you could sell that shit for money. And I mean, that was obviously the idea, was so that they could sell things in order to pay for whatever the fuck other kind of debts or anything like that, or to set their families up for a lifetime, I guess. I wonder what they did with those envelopes afterwards. Do you think they kept them? Do you think they sold them throughout the years or whatnot? I don't know. I would imagine Buzz Aldrin or Neil Armstrong being like the most valuable, but I think the other ones would have been valuable too. And then finally on Today I Learned that Walmart used to take out life insurance policies on their employees to keep payouts when they died, a practice colloquially known as dead peasant insurance. Good on you, Walmart. Astronauts can't get life insurance, and Walmart is able to take out life insurance on its employees and get paid out to Walmart when the employee dies. America, America, where you can fuck over people all the time. But yeah, I think that's pretty shitty. I think dead peasant insurance is just, I don't think that should be a thing. It's just ridiculous. Anyways. Yes, now it's time for Out of Context Comics. If you want to give me an Out of Context Comics, you can hit me up on Twitter at Godless Engineer. Today's Out of Context comic is obviously from Superman, where apparently Jimmy Olsen there has sold out Superman and his secret identity for cold hard cash. Where are your morals now, Jimmy Olsen? So, first, you've got Superman over there being dragged away in kryptonite handcuffs, and he's saying, Jimmy, you rat! You revealed my Clark Kent identity to these criminals for money! Now they've chained me with kryptonite! Why did you betray me? And then Jimmy's like, I don't know, Superman. Can you ever forgive me? But I'm not gonna stop counting this fucking money right here. Do you see this shit? Are you allergic to money too? It's green as well! This is kryptonite money, Superman! And then he makes it rain on Superman, effectively killing him. And that was the death of Superman. So sad. Oh shit, you guys hear that? Shitty ass science! We're gonna answer some science shit really wrong. What's up, sons of bitches? How y'all doing? Alright, what do we got today for some shitty ass science? Is this how all people are born? Oh, fuck yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, okay? But all people are born by dogs shitting them out. You always hear these creationist fucks out there saying, well, I've never seen a dog turn into a non-dog. This right here is proof that that is bullshit. Because obviously that fucking dog right there is shitting out another human. Fully formed old person. You see, when you go through life, you get to a certain point where you actually regress back into a dog, and then the dog has to shoot you out in order for you. It's kind of like shedding your shell. You know how, like, spiders, they'll shed their shit and everything like that? It's the same thing. Basically, you're a dog for a little bit, and then when you shed that skin, you turn into an adult. So basically, that's just the shell of a human dog that is shedding its shell, and see, it's already mostly out because you've got the old guy right there. So basically, that's a dead dog on top of this guy's head. Never mind all the science that says that I'm all bullshitty and everything right now. All you have to do is know that dogs are really just an thing, I don't know, you turn into a dog at some point and then you shit out as an old person. And that's just how the world works. And don't fact check me. I see you fact checking me. Fucking stop it. Anyways, there's your science for today. Go and fuck off or something. I don't know. Bye. What happened? Why is there a dog sitting on a guy's head? I mean, honestly, I don't even care what Brocephus said earlier. Like, why would you even want your dog's asshole on your head? I don't know, maybe the dog cleaned it with its tongue. But even then, you don't want the dog to lick your face after it has ass on its mouth. Oh, God. Anyways, I hope this guy cleans that chrome dome. Well, he doesn't have a chrome dome. Hope he washes his hair later. Anyways, are you guys ready for comments of the day? Prepare to face bomb yourself in the next week. Alright. First up, we got Kevin, who says, that's not Eric Dubay, you fucktard. I mean, does it really matter if it is Eric Dubay or not? It was originally labeled as that. I can't go back and check because the video's been removed. But if memory serves correctly, Eric Dubay had it put up on his channel. And honestly, I don't know what Eric Dubay sounds like. So this seems to be like a very petty thing to call me a fucktard over. Are y'all ready for this earbud warning? I haven't done one of these in a long time, but y'all need it. Earbud warning. Mark Green. Christianity was invented by the Romans! No, he wasn't. He wasn't invented by the Romans. I'm a mythicist, and this type of crank mythicism shit really gets on my nerves. It wasn't something that Romans just stumbled upon and decided to install as their state religion. No, they invented it. And there's literally nothing at all in history to suggest this. And why is this? Some Roman emperor requested a political tool. This was Christianity. No, it wasn't. Because the Roman Empire was so massive and powerful, and because these Romans banned all other types of religion, Christianity took over like a wild wildfire. Years later, it became the central religion of Europe, which it has remained to this day. In Western Asia, it did get a lot of grounding, but was mowed down by Islam later. So no, none of this is actually historical shit. This comes from Atwill's book, Caesar's Messiah, whatever. It's a crank book. It's a crank idea that has literally no basis in history. Oh, God. Actually, if you want to know some really good mythicists, which I know I'm stroking my own dick here, but if you want to know some really good mythicist information, check out the Crestus app that I have linked down there, and it'll be in the end cards as well. But go check out the Crestus app. It's got some really good information, and it's actually backed by peer-reviewed sources. So check it out. Hey. I just learned that oxygen was discovered in 1783. Makes you wonder how they breathed before then. Hashtag Illuminati. I'm going to assume that you're just joking with this and that this is just like a joke comment in order to get into the comments video. So that's why you made it into the comments video, because this is fucking hilarious. I love it. How did they breathe before then? So, bonus shitty ass science here. The way people breathed before oxygen was discovered, because, I mean, obviously you can't breathe if oxygen doesn't exist. But everybody was pretty fucking porous, and our bodies used to work differently until we evolved out of that shit when all the oxygen was discovered. So, we didn't really breathe anything. We just kind of absorbed it from the environment, all the different gases and everything like that. And our bodies work completely different, like I said. This is all completely historical and backed up by science, obviously. What? Listen, you got one fucking segment on this show. That's it. No more of this kicking me out of the screen and shit. Go fuck yourself, Brocephus. Holy shit. Fuck that guy. Anyways, that's not how we breathed before oxygen was discovered. Hey, listen. Read this book, now on Amazon. The theory of evolution is a result of erroneous extrapolation. It destroys evolution by using mathematics. It strengthens your faith in God. No. I don't have any kind of faith in God. I don't need God in my life. Also, mathematics, it can't destroy evolution, because evolution we have physical evidence for. I don't care what you can use math in order to show, because you can make math say any kind of fucking thing as long as you present it correctly. It's just, statistics. Statistics is math. You can use that to make it represent or say anything that you want to. But the fact is that we have actual physical evidence that supports evolution. Heathens! And retarded fucking heathens at that! I immediately stopped listening to whoever says retarded in that kind of way, because I feel like that pejorative is highly offensive, at least to me. That's why I never use it, except for when I have to fucking read these kind of comments. And just to preface, this entire week is full of calling me that particular word. I don't like it, but that is what has been on the channel most recently, so I felt like it needed to be addressed. But anyways, I don't know why the whole heathen part has to matter. Why does it matter if I'm a heathen or anybody else is a heathen? That's just a difference of opinion about spirituality, basically. So I think that you can go and fuck off. The Bible prophecies have been coming true, and I'm not even Christian. All ancient theologies stem from ancient Kemet theologies, so you best get down and suck that Jesus dick before he comes back here and forces it down your throat, because that's what Jesus is gonna do. Just like that preacher the other day, he said that God was gonna make Sarah Silverman bend down to the feet of the men of that church. Jesus will come back and make you bend at the knee and fucking suck his dick. And demonetized, if not already. I would love to know which Bible prophecies are coming true, if you could kind of indicate that to me. Also, I feel like biblical prophecies are kind of bullshit, and even if they are prophecies, then they're so vague that they could apply to any point in history. The end times have been coming ever since Jesus supposedly died in the 1st century. So I don't want to hear this shit about how the biblical prophecies are coming true when they sound more like Miss Cleo. Such a fucktard you appear to be. I just had to do the whole Yoda thing. Because, I mean, holy fuck. This sounds like Yoda wrote it. What did I do to piss you off, Yoda, to get a sock account as Dwayne and come on my video and call me a fucktard in your weird-ass way of saying it? Godless, but not foodless. Even retarded engineers can eat way too much unless you're plain retarded or whatnot. Thanks for making fun of my whatnots. I mean, not enough people make fun of that. They call me retard far enough. But making fun of me because of my whatnots, you know, I have to appreciate that. I don't know why they always have to focus on me being fat. I don't know how that affects my arguments or anything that I said, like in that particular video about Jeranism demanding an apology. I don't know why me being fat invalidates my opinion or means that I shouldn't have the ability to speak up and use my voice. Kent destroyed you. That was awesome. You look so frustrated. Maybe you should have Kent teach you evolution before you preach it. Hashtag fumble the pigskin. No, I get this all the time that I lost to Kent Hovind, but I do not think I objectively lost to Kent Hovind. I brought up really good points against his model. I challenged him on his model. I explained certain things that he got wrong, like for instance with the cephalopod shell or fossils, because it wasn't the actual like soft-bodied portion of the cephalopod. It was the harder shell that the cephalopod was in. So like there are several instances of that in that particular debate. So you could go back and watch it if you want to, but I actually did bring up good points as to why his model doesn't make sense. Nike Skull here. Congratulations, you fat retard, for being the #1 shill on YouTube. I don't know what YouTube is, but I've been posting my shit on YouTube, which, you know, has been fucking me over lately. I mean, like, really bad. So, I don't know what this YouTube is. I'll have to see if I can look it up. Maybe they'll promote me better. But, regardless of that, I don't see how I'm the #1 shill on YouTube, even if that's what you meant, because I barely have anything monetized. I do have the Crestus app, which you can go and download if you want to. And, you know, I do have ads and all that other kind of shit, which it's just basically side money that I can use to spend on equipment and stuff that I have here. So I don't see how I'm the #1 shill. Oh, that's right, I defend the globe model. That's how I'm a shill. I'm paid by NASA. Fuck yes. NASA, give me that paycheck. I've been waiting for it. Jim Giraffe here. Godless engineer is an FTM tran. Classic FTM look. The trans always debate or debunk other trans. It's a shit show, folks. I'm not actually going to say that word. That's why I shortened it. But I don't see how I'm an FTM transgendered person. And also, I feel like you using that as pejorative is very shitty of you. And I have to say, it must speak to your intelligence. Because you have to be the dumbest motherfucker on YouTube. JJ Souls here. Ooga! This dude is retarded. I'm from California. This shit definitely happened. If you ever met a real Luciferian, I'd get the truth. You need to get out more. Now you're fat, stupid, and blind. Aleister Crowley did this shit all the time. You clearly need to wake up. Yeah, buddy, wake the fuck up. Set your alarm and get woke by the fucking Matrix. So I never denied that Crowley, took part in these kind of weird ceremonies. I never said that they didn't do those things. Actually, in that particular video, I did the research, I looked it up, and it turns out that all of them were doing that kind of shit and masturbating on stones and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, it's just really odd. The point is that they didn't open up some kind of secret portal to some kind of Babylon queen or Red Queen or something. I don't know. The point is that it didn't happen that way. And that was the gist of the video. Also, it really gets me how you can spell shit like California, but not spell the word you completely. It's just 2 extra fucking letters, man. Also, you misspelled Luciferian. why is it like if I ever met a Luciferian, then you would get the truth? How does that particular thing work out? Because that's what you said in the comment. Casey here. Our god and Nicky took his DNA and mixed it with primate DNA that came from Nibiru. Read the Enuma Elish. So this is the ancient aliens kind of conspiracy here. And I actually showed this to Josh and Megan from Digital Hammurabi. And I think it was Megan that answered, but basically they were like, do not engage with this person. This is the crazy stitching alien conspiracy thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm not going to engage, but it is definitely a dumbass comment. These types of conspiracies have literally no evidence and purely conjecture about like what happened in the past. All they do is they look at things and then they make up some shit and it's like, yep, that's what happened. That right there. See that little blue rock? That fell from the firmament in the sky. We don't know what it's made of, but it's primarily oxygen. Oh, you mean like concrete? No, not like concrete. Oh, like drywall. No, not like drywall too. You need to follow me here. It's the firmament and the aliens threw it here, motherfucker. And then here's Little Light Studios on the Avengers Infinity War video. He's actually right. If you think he's crazy, you'll think we're complete psychopaths because we've been exposing these Gnostic themes in Hollywood movies over and over for 10 years now. Lots of directors and actors openly admit to receiving their scripts and acting abilities from dreams, visions, and spirits. Like what? I want to know, what's one actor that claims to have received their acting and writing ability and not even all that, but their literal scripts from dreams, visions, and spirits? Like, I guess dreams would be a good inspiration for writing a script, but he's saying that they literally received their scripts from them. We cover lots of Marvel movies leading up to Endgame, and there's a ton of biblical parallels and even direct scripture quoted. Even in Iron Man. Not just common storytelling or coincidence. Like literally scripture quoted. Check it out. I'd love to hear your thoughts after seeing all the evidence we present. Well, see, these movies are movies made for entertainment, and they would draw upon things that the directors, the writers, and everybody would know. So it wouldn't really surprise me if they had some of those elements in there. Like, for instance, with Superman, there's a lot of Christ sort of elements in Superman because Superman's basically just like a pumped up Christ figure. So it really wouldn't surprise me, but this also doesn't mean that it's some kind of NWO plot to bring about the end of the world, or that they're trying to turn people away from Christianity or make Christians like you look like psychopaths. You do that on your own just fine. Rapid full here. 638 GE goes full retarded. Don't make statements that are obviously incorrect. You sound like a flat earther. I actually didn't make any kind of statement at that point. I'm not sure if he's talking about before the edit or after the edit, but if it's after the edit that he's talking about, it was actually D Marble that was speaking at that point, and then I come in and I didn't say anything that was kind of off. So I'm not sure what you're talking about here. If you could actually put it in the comments, like quote it, even if it's just a paraphrase, put it down there or whatever. That would help me out a lot to know exactly what you're misrepresenting here, because obviously I did the research on that particular video and I made sure I presented good evidence. So you can fuck off, dumbass. And that's it for the comments today. People, I really appreciate you guys for stopping by, watching my shit. If you will, go down below and leave me a comment with what you thought. While you're down there, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you like this kind of dumbass content. Don't forget to stand up and use your voice. Bye, heathens.